So let's learn and enjoy mathematics. What is a parallelogram? Parallelogram, it is a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides. Based on the figure of this parallelogram, one pair of the parallel sides, that is this one, yung naka-yellow. Another pair of parallel sides, yun yung naka-red. So this parallelogram have two pairs of parallel sides. So this is the first pair and this is the second pair. So the theorem about the parallelogram. First, opposite sides are congruent. So it means if that is opposite sides are congruent, line segment PQ, it is congruent to line segment RS. The symbol for congruent, yun yung equal, and then may wave sa ibabaw. Another sides that is congruent, line segment PR, it is congruent to line segment QS. So, the symbol for congruent equal and then may wave sa ibabaw. So, if line segment PQ, it is congruent to line segment RS, it means if PQ equals 7, what is the value of line segment RS? So, the line segment RS is also equal to 7. Because PQ, it is congruent to line segment RS. It means whatever is the value of the PQ, it is equal to the value of the line segment RS. So, line segment RS equals 7. Line segment PR, it is congruent to line segment QS. If line segment PR, it is equal to 5, what is the value of the line segment QS? So PR, line segment PR is 5. So it means line segment QS, that is also equal to 5. Because whatever is the value of the line segment PR, it is equal to the value of the line segment QS. Because line segment PR, it is congruent to line segment QS. Second theorem about the parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent. So it means angle P, it is congruent to angle S. Another, angle Q, it is congruent to angle R. So whatever is the value of angle P, it is equal to the value of angle S. Whatever is the value of angle Q, it is equal to the value of angle R. If the measure of the angle QPS, so QPS, yung gitna P, so this is 105 degrees. What is the measure of the angle QSR? So yung gitnang letter is S. So what could be the value of the measure of the angle QSR? So that is also equal to 105 degrees because angle P, it is equal or congruent to angle S. So if that is 105 degree, the measure of the angle QSR, it is equal to 105 degrees. If the measure of the angle PRS is equal to 75 degrees, what is the measure of the angle PQS? The measure of the angle PQS, that is also equal to 75 degrees because angle R, it is congruent to angle Q. It means whatever is the value of the angle R, it is equal to the angle Q. So the measure of the angle PQS, that is 75 degrees. Let us find the value of the angle E. So this is angle E. So angle E, it is congruent to angle O. So it means 5x plus 20, it is equal to 3x plus 60. So let us solve for the value of x to be able to identify the angle E. So that becomes 5x, bring down, and then move positive 3x going to the left side, that becomes negative 3x. 60 bring down, 20 move on the right side, that becomes negative 20. 5 minus 3 is 2, copy x. 60 minus 20, that is 40. And then to be able to solve for the value of x, let us divide both sides with the numerical coefficient of x. So that is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1x. And then 40 divided by 2, the answer is equal to 20. So the value of x is equal to 20. So let us identify now the angle E. If the value of x is equal to 20, let us get the measure of the angle E, that is equal to 5x plus 20. And then let us replace the value of x by 20 to the given equation. So that becomes 5 times 20 plus 20. So it means 5 times 20 is 100, and then copy 20. So the measure of the angle E, that is equal to 120 degrees. So it means the value of the angle E, that is 120 degrees. What if we need to identify the measure of the angle O? The measure of the angle O, it is also equal to 120 degrees because angle E, it is equal to the angle O. Third, consecutive angles are supplementary. So it means the measure of the angle L plus the measure of the angle O, that is equal to 180 degrees. Another, the measure of the angle O plus the measure of the angle V, that is equal also to 180 degrees. The measure of the angle V plus the measure of the angle E, that is equal to 180 degrees. The measure of the angle E times the measure of the angle L, that is equal to 180 degrees. Because consecutive angles are supplementary, if the measure of the angle ELO, that is 120 degrees, let us identify the measure of the angle LOV. So this one. So the measurement of the angle ELO plus the measurement of the angle LOV, that is equal to 180 degrees. Let us replace the value of the measure ELO to the given equation. So that becomes 120 degrees plus copy and then copy. So let us solve now for the measure of the angle LOV. So the measure of the angle LOV, it is equal to bring down 180 degrees. And then let us move 120 going to the right side. That becomes negative 120 degrees. 180 degrees minus 120 degrees, the answer is equal to 60 degrees. So it means the measure of the angle LOV, that is equal to 60 degrees. So this one, the measure of the angle ELO is 120 degrees. So it means the measure of the angle LOV, that is 60 degrees. Because consecutive angles are supplementary. If we add 120 degrees plus 60 degrees, the answer is 180 degrees. The fourth theorem about the parallelogram, that is diagonals bisect each other. Those diagonals are not congruent. Those diagonals bisect each other. So it means line segment PJ, it is congruent to line segment SJ. Another, line segment RJ, that is congruent to line segment QJ. So it means line segment PJ, it is equal to line segment SJ. Line segment RJ, it is equal to line segment QJ. Another, that is diagonals divides into two congruent triangles. So if we divide like here, that becomes those triangle, that is triangle QPR, this triangle na red, it is congruent to triangle QSR, itong triangle na yellow. So yung red, it is equal to the triangle na yellow. So QPR, it is congruent to the triangle QSR. Diagonals divide into two congruent triangles. So if it as ever na hindi naman siya on the right yung pagka-divide, on the left naman. So those triangle, that is the triangle PRS, yung red, it is congruent to the triangle PQS, yun yung yellow. So yung red, it is congruent to yellow. If line segment LX, that is equal to 8, so this is line segment LX, what is the value of the line segment XB? So it means if line segment LX is equal to 8, it means line segment SB, that is equal to 8 because diagonals bisect each other. If line segment OS, that is equal to 10, what is the value of the line segment EX? So if line segment OX is congruent to line segment EX, it means the value of the line segment EX that is equal to 10 because diagonals bisects each other. In example number 1, if the measure of the angle G it is equal to 105 degrees, so this is the measurement of the angle G that is 105 degrees. Find the measure of remaining angles. So that is angle E, angle M, and angle S. So first, we need to identify the value for the angle M. So angle G, it is congruent to angle M. So it means if angle G is 105 degrees, so it means angle M that is equal to 105 degrees. How about the measure of the angle E? So the measure of the angle E, the solutions, two consecutive angles are supplementary. So it means angle G plus the angle E that is equal to 180 degrees. So it means the measure of the angle E, it is equal to 180 degrees minus 105 degrees. 180 minus 105 degrees, the answer is equal to 75 degrees. If we add, the two consecutive angles are supplementary, so it means 105 degrees plus 75 degrees, the answer is 180 degrees. If we also add angle E plus the angle M, 75 degrees plus 105 degrees, the measurement, it is equal to 180 degrees. Let us find now the measure of the angle S. So, opposite angles are congruent. So, it means angle E, it is congruent to angle S. If the value of the angle E, that is equal to 75 degrees, so it means the measurement of the angle S, it is equal to 75 degrees. So the remaining angles is 75 degrees, 105 degrees, and 75 degrees. So this is the parallelogram GEMS. If segment GE, that is equal to 3x plus 20 centimeter, and segment SM, that is x plus 40 centimeter, find the value of x, segment GE, and segment SM. First, we need to identify the value for x. So, line segment GE, it is congruent to line segment SM. So, it means that become GE, it is equal to line segment SM. So, the value of the line segment GE, that is equal to 3x plus 20, and then segment SM, that is x plus 40. First, we need to solve for the value of x. Bring down 3x, move x to the left side, that becomes negative x. Bring down 40, and then move on the right side, that becomes negative 20. 3 minus 1, and that becomes 2x. 40 minus 20, the answer is equal to 20. So to be able to solve for the value of x, let us divide the numerical coefficient by 2. So the numerical coefficient of x, that is 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is x. And 20 divided by 2, the answer is equal to 10. And then the unit, that is centimeter. If the value of x, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Right now, let us identify the segment GE. Segment GE, that is equal to 3x plus 20 centimeter. So let us copy 3x plus 20. Let us replace first the value of x by 10. So that becomes 3 times 10 plus 20. 3 times 10, that is equal to 30 plus 20. The segment GE, that is equal to 50. The unit is centimeter. So that is 50 centimeter. So how about the value of the segment SM? Segment SM, that is equal to x plus 40. Let us replace the value of x by 10. So segment SM, it is equal to 10 plus 40. And 10 plus 40, the answer is equal to 50 centimeter. So it means, as you can see, segment GM, it is congruent to segment SM. If the value of the segment GM is 50 centimeter, so pwede nyo nang hindi isolve that the value of the segment SM is also equal to 50 centimeter. In the parallelogram GEMS, if segment SB, that is equal to 6, so this is segment SB, and segment MG, it is equal to 4, so this is segment MG, find the length of the segment SE and segment BM. So, if segment SB it is equal to 6, so it means what could be the value of the segment SE? So, SE. So, SB is equal to 6. Segment EB, it is also equal to 6. So, it means segment SE, 6 plus 6, the answer is equal to 12. So, 6 plus 6, segment SE, that is equal to 12. If segment MG, it is equal to 4, so this is segment MG, that is equal to 4. So how about the value of the segment BM? So segment GB, half of the segment MG, so it means 2. So it means segment BM, the answer is equal to 2. So segment BM, that is equal to 2. So what could be the length of the segment SE, that is equal to 12, and the segment BM, that is equal to 2? How about example number 2? In the parallelogram NARD, so find the equivalent of the following. Letter A, segment NA. So the opposite of segment NA, that is segment DR. So it means segment NA, it is congruent to segment DR. Next, how about letter B? Segment ND. So this is the segment ND. The opposite or the parallel of the segment ND, that is segment AR. So it means segment ND, it is congruent to segment AR. So this is the segment AR. The measure of the angle N. So opposite angles are congruent. So it means measure of the angle N, it is equal to the measure of the angle R. So measure of the angle R. How about letter D? The measure of the angle A, the opposite angles of angle A, that is angle D. So it means the measure of the angle A, it is congruent to the measure of the angle D. So the answer, it is the measure of the angle D. How about letter E? Line segment NO. So this is diagonals bisect each other. It means line segment NO, it is congruent to line segment RO. So this is line segment RO. Letter F, line segment DO. So this is diagonals bisect each other. So it means line segment DO, it is congruent to line segment AO. Let us solve for example number 3. In the parallelogram ABCD, if the measurement of the line segment BO, that is 7 cm, line segment AC, that is 20 cm, line segment AB, that is 15 cm, and the measure of the angle A, that is 50 degrees. Let us find the equivalent of the following. First, what could be the measurement of the angle BCD? First, we need to identify the measurement of the opposite. What could be the opposite of angle C? So that is angle A. So opposite angles are congruent. If the measurement of the angle A, that is 50 degrees, so it means the measurement of the angle C, that is 50 degrees. So what could be the measurement of the angle BCD? So that is also equal to 50 degrees. How about letter B? The measurement of the angle CBA. So what could be the solutions? The solutions, two consecutive angles are supplementary. So it means the measure of the angle A plus the measure of the angle B, it is equal to 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, that becomes 130 degrees. So the measure of the angle CBA, that is 130 degrees. How about letter C? The measurement of the angle ABC. If the measure of the angle B is 130 degrees, opposite angles are congruent. So it means angle D, it is also equal to 130 degrees. So what could be the measurement of the angle ADC? So this is angle ADC. So this one. So angle D is 130 degrees. It means the measurement of the angle ADC, it is also equal to 130 degrees. How about letter D? The measurement of the line segment DC. So this is line segment DC. So it means line segment AB, it is congruent to line segment DC. If the measurement of the line segment AB, that is 15 centimeter, so it means line segment DC, it is also equal to 15 centimeter. How about letter E? The measurement of the segment AO. So this is line segment AO. If the line segment AC, that is 20 centimeter, so it means half of the line segment AC because diagonals bisect each other. So it means line segment AO, half, that is equal to 10 centimeter. How about letter F? Line segment BD. So this is line segment BD. If line segment BO is 7 centimeter, and line segment DO, that is also 7 centimeter because diagonals bisect each other. So how about line segment BD? So we need to add 7 plus 7, the answer is 14 centimeter. So line segment BD, that is equal to 14 centimeter. Enjoy learning mathematics. I'm Teresa Tubal. Thank you so much.